I'm going to be sharing with you my makeup collection. So this video isn't to brag or anything. I love watching these kind of videos. I love watching what products work for people and what like don't. So yeah, if you guys want to see some of my favorite makeup, then just keep watching. Okay, so starting off with my Vanity, I just have the Alex 5 drawers from IKEA, and then I just have this glossy tabletop that's also from IKEA, and nothing's bolted in. Like, this isn't an actual table. I just put the tabletop on top of my drawers, so there is a little bit of a gap in the back, but like my table's never fallen, and yeah, it works really well. Okay, so starting up in the first column, up in the first drawer is where I keep all of my face products. So I have like my foundations, like all my powders and concealers and stuff like that. So starting up in the back, this is where I keep all of my concealers, and then I also have like my multi-sticks, like with cream contours and stuff. I also have some stick highlighters. So some of my favorites would probably be the collection Lasting Perfection. I have mine in the shade Fair. I don't know if you can see it. I'm using my vlogging camera, so it's not very like good at focusing right now. But I have a couple of those just so that I don't run out, because we don't sell, or they don't sell collection in Canada, so I have to order it online. This NYX one is really good. It's the NYX HD Studio, what is it? Photogenic concealer. Again, mine is in the shade, what is this? CW02. It's like just a really pale shade. And then this cream contour is super great. This is by Wet n Wild. It's the dual ended contour stick. So you have like your contour side on one, and then you have like a, what is it? A highlighter on the other. That one's really good. I love the tone of it. I also have just like a mini Tarte cream contour, or actually I think this is a stick foundation, but because it's in like a dark shade, it works obviously like to contour. Like I would never be able to use this as like my foundation color, but it works great to contour. I also have this one by e.l.f., which is really good. It's like a dual ended one. It's a highlighter and a concealer. This one's awesome because it's kind of more water based, so it's super light. It isn't like super thick or anything. I also have some by Hard Candy in the back. What's this? This is another one. Oh no, this one's by LA Girl. This one's pretty good. I think this is in the darker shade, but I do have a lighter version of this. This one's great. I like to use this one, and then my Hard Candy Glamouflage, this one here. These are more heavy duty. I like to use them on like spots that like I cannot cover. And then I have this highlighter from Wet n Wild. This one is in the shade 800 When the Nude Strikes. This one is super pretty. I don't like to spend too much money on concealers because I go through them so quickly, so I have a ton of drugstore ones. Moving on to blushes, I never used to be one to use blush or bronzer, so like this collection is huge for me, like compared to whenever I like first started my collection. So in the back, you can't really see, but I have these Fox in the boxes. They're basically just like a blush by Hard Candy. They kind of look like the ones by Benefit, like they're in the box and then you open them. I cannot open these with one hand. This is what it looks like. So you get like a tiny little brush, and then there's the product. I don't use these ones as much, but I saw Kaylin using these in one of her old videos, and I thought they were so cute, and like I don't buy from Benefit because they test on animals. So I thought those were like really cool. This is another one that I used to love. I use this all the time. This one's by Hard Candy as well. It's the Glow All the Way blush. This one's in the shade Honeymoon. This one is so pretty. It's like really peachy, and it's kind of in the middle of like a blush and a highlight. So this one's awesome. I love it for the spring. Some other ones that I really like, these are the baked blushes by Milani. So this one is Bella Rosa. This one is super pretty. It's like a really deep rosy color. And then my favorite blush though of all time is the baked blush, again by Milani, in the shade Luminoso. It's this beautiful peach. I don't know if you can see it through the packaging because it's so, not broken, but I just use it a lot, so like the outside doesn't look pretty anymore. This is the shade. It is so beautiful. It has like this slight sheen to it, so it kind of acts as like a highlight as well. I also have one by Essence. I have one by Tarte. This is the Butter Blush by Physicians Formula. I bought this because I love the butter bronzer by them, so I wanted something in the same formula. What else? I have this really pretty like ombre one from Essence. I got this one when I was in Florida. I love this one. It is so pretty. Another one by Wet n Wild. And then I have a couple by Sleek Makeups. Which one's this? This one's in suede. This one is super pretty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to open it with one hand. Oh, there we go. So this one kind of looks like a bronzer, but it's so beautiful. It's like this really pretty, like peachy, like apricot-y color. So yeah, I love that one. And then I also have another one. So this is what rose gold looks like. There's a little bit of a chip in it, but that's okay. It's so beautiful. This one is super similar to NARS Orgasm, and I don't buy from NARS anymore because they just recently decided to sell in China. So yeah, I can't buy from them anymore. And then these are my bronzers. So I have one by Essence. I have one again by Milani. This is one of their baked bronzers. Super, super pretty and shimmery. This one is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I love it. It is so beautiful. This is just one of those like quads by e.l.f. But it's like a bronzer quad or whatever. It's super, super nice. And then back here, I wish these drawers opened more. Like, I have like all that stuff back here and it's so hard to reach. I have this little palette by Essence. So you have like a blush, highlight, and bronzer. This one is super, super nice. And then I just have another one back there by e.l.f. That one's cool. It's like another quad. And then I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So that has like 3 highlights, or not highlights, it has like 3 powders and then 3 different shades of bronzer. And then this one is another one by Essence, but that one is matte. And then moving on to my favorite part, probably, I love foundation. I'm always trying different foundations because I have more oily skin, so I find it kind of hard to find one that like is really good. So I'm hopefully will be giving really good recommendations for you guys. Recommendations, I said that's so weird. So yeah, I have a couple of the e.l.f. ones. These ones don't actually have a name, but they're just in this glass bottle. I have 2 in the fairest shade, and then this is the next one. I think this one is in sand. What is it? Yeah, this one's in sand, and then these 2 are in porcelain. These ones are great if you don't want something super, super high coverage. I also have the collection Lasting Perfection in the shade Ivory 2. This one's awesome. Again, Alice picked that up for me because she's the best. We don't have a collection here, so she got it for me. I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. This one's supposed to be for oily skin, even though it says hydrating. But yeah, that one's awesome too. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Shell Ivory. I love this foundation. It's amazing. It's empty, but I need to go pick up more, so I just have it there to remind me. This one's awesome. I absolutely love it. It kind of dries down to like a powdery finish. It is so good, and it's like $7. And then I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This one's awesome. I have mine in the second lightest shade because Snow was way too light for me. But this one is still like the tiniest bit dark, so sometimes I have to mix it with one of my lighter foundations. But this one's great. It's super high coverage, so I like using it if I'm like going out or something. And then I also have the Ordinary. This is a super, super inexpensive brand, but I heard really good reviews on it, so I wanted to get it. I haven't had a chance to use this one like by itself because I ordered like a shade that's way too light for me, but I do use this with like my darker foundations if I don't have like a tan, which is like 90% of the time. So yeah, I use that one to kind of like mix in with my darker foundations. I also have the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. Mine is in the shade, where is it? Creamy Natural. This one's really good. This one's the tiniest bit dark on me as well, but like not anything that's like too crazy. So that one's really good too. And then I just have like one of the testers from Hourglass. This is like their Mineral Veil, I think. What is it? Liquid Powder Foundation Mattifying Oil Free. I don't know what it's actually called. That's probably what it is called. But yeah, mine's in the shade Shell. I just got this as like a sample when I ordered from Sephora. And then this is another sample. It's just the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I really want to buy this foundation, but I'm going to try out the colors. I'm probably only going to be able to wear the top one, but I could use the others to like contour. I'm going to try this out because I definitely want to give it a try because, again, I have oily skin, and that's apparently a really good foundation for people with oily skin. And then this collection is super small. These are just my BB creams. So these ones are just all by Physicians Formula. I have the Super BB and then the Organic Wear BB cream. They're all in the lightest shade, but they're still like occasionally dark on me. Like, I only think they have like 1 or 2 shades, which is insane. Like, you need to come up with more foundation shades because I'm pale. But yeah, these are really, really good. I love them. I used to wear them a lot during the summertime at work. That way it wasn't like too much coverage. I don't know, at work, I don't want to wear a lot of makeup at daycare. But yeah, so that is my first drawer. I love this drawer. And then underneath is where I keep all of my eyeshadow palettes. So these are my big eyeshadow palettes. I have like my single eyeshadows in the other drawer. So going really quickly, I have a couple Morphe palettes. I have the Morphe 35O palette and then the Morphe, what is it? 35B. So this one is like super, super warm toned. I love it. And then this is more like colorful. I also have the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette. I have her original one right under it, so you guys probably know what that one looks like. This is her new palette she came out with. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. I haven't had a chance to really use it like that much, but I want to have more opportunities to be able to put like eyeshadow on. And then moving on to my actual like collection. So I'll start at the front. I have the Naked Heat palette. I absolutely love this one. It's super warm tone, so if you like warm eyeshadows, you should definitely get this one. I have the Naked 2 palette, which is more cool tone. It's like, it was honestly my first eyeshadow palette, like my first high-end, so it's not my favorite. It's before I realized that like cool tones don't look that good on me. But yeah, I have that one. I also have the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. That one is super good. It's full of matte shades. I also have the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, or Renaissance. I don't know why I said it that way. This one is so pretty. It has a lot of pink tones and warm tones, and it's just amazing. Then I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. This used to be like my holy grail foundation. What am I saying foundation? Eyeshadow palette for the longest time. I love the colors in here. And it smells like chocolate. And then I also have the original Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I haven't used this one a lot, but I wanted to get it because I know a lot of people say that this is like their holy grail. So I wanted to pick that one up. And then I just have two The Balm palettes. This one is Nude Tude, and this one is Nude Dude Volume 2. So that was like really quickly like my my eyeshadow palettes. If you guys want more in-depth videos about like swatches and like me opening all of them, I can do that, but I don't want this video to be like too long. So I just want to do that super quickly. And then moving on to this side, in the top drawer, this is where I keep all like my primers and my like mascaras and eyeliners and eye stuff basically. So in this drawer over here, these are like all of my primers or like my setting stuff. So I have like some eyebrow gels. I have one by Anastasia, that's just like the sample one. I have one by e.l.f. which I love, it's really really good. One by Essence, I love this one. This has more of like a color to it. And then I have another clear brow gel. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. I'm so sorry. This one's by Essence. It's not my favorite, but I keep it just in case. And then I have like my eyelash curler. I have some lip primers, some eyelash primers, an eyeshadow primer by Smashbox. This one's awesome. And then I have a bunch of like lip primers and lip balms in the back. Next to that, I keep all of my mascaras. So I have like a crap ton of mascaras. Most of them are by Essence because I think Essence does really good mascaras and they're super affordable. But some of my favorites would be the Lash Princess. I used to use this one all the time in my old videos. One of my newer favorites is the Volume Stylist, again by Essence. I have another one that's similar to it over in my everyday makeup, so I'll show you guys that after. I have the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This one's awesome as well. I have a mini Tarte one. I have one by Flower Beauty. This black one here is by Wet n Wild, and then I have some e.l.f. ones, and then all the other colorful ones are from Essence as well, and all the ones on the bottom are basically from Essence. And then moving over, this is where I keep all my eyebrow stuff, and for somebody who loves doing her eyebrows, I really don't have that many products because I typically use the same things, but I only have a couple pomades. These ones are by e.l.f. These are so inexpensive. I really recommend them if you're wanting to use like a pomade but you don't want to spend a bunch of money. Yeah, I have a couple by Gerard Cosmetics. This is the Brow Bar to Go. I have one by ColourPop. I have another one by Marcel. And then I have a couple by Essence. I don't really like these ones, but I have them like as a backup. And then again, these ones are by e.l.f. And then I also have my eyeliners in here. I have some by Essence, one by e.l.f. Oh, and I also have this glitter primer, or glitter, not primer, but this like glitter thing. But it's so confusing. I bought this because I thought I could use this as an eyeliner, and then it started to sting, and then I read the bottle and it said not to use it around your face. Not your face, your eyes. And I was like, what's the point? It literally looks like an eyeliner when you take it out, so I was kind of disappointed, but I have that just in case. You never know when you need glitter. Then I just have some of my single eyeshadows. I don't have a lot of single eyeshadows because they're kind of hard to travel with. I prefer to have like a palette with all my colors. But I have this one by e.l.f. This one, there's a lot of fallout, but it was super inexpensive and I love the colors, so I wanted to get it anyways. I have a couple single shadows. These are by Makeup Geek. Then I just ordered this little Z palette, so I got those. I think these are the same colors Kathleen used in one of her videos, so I wanted to recreate the look, that's why I ordered them. And then I have a couple by ColourPop. This one's girly. This was one of my first ever ColourPop purchases. So yeah, it's probably not good anymore, but I keep it anyways for sentimental reasons. And then I have this one. It's in the shade Girl Power. It's like the super vibrant orange. And then lastly in this drawer, this is where I keep all of my primers. So like my setting sprays, my finishing sprays, and like my like pore filling primers. So I have some by The Body Shop, Candy or Hard Candy. This one's by Milani, Wet n Wild, and then I just have some samples, like one by Too Faced, not Hangover, oh my gosh, that is the Hangover primer, but this one is Hourglass, and then I have one by Smashbox and another by Hourglass. Oh yeah, and then I have one by The Ordinary and Elf. And then moving on to my sprays, these are like my finishing sprays or like my setting sprays. This one is by Pixi. It is the Makeup Fixing Mist. I have one by Hard Candy. It is the 12 Hour Power Fast and Fabulous Makeup Setting Spray. I have one by Essence. This is their Instant Matte one. And then I have the Matte Finishing Spray by NYX. And then moving on to my actual vanity. So this is where I keep all of my sponges. I just got this little container from the garage sale. And then these are my actual face brushes. Well, these are my face brushes. These are my eye brushes. I got most of them from either eBay, Amazon, or Real Techniques. I don't really splurge on makeup brushes just because like I don't want to spend my money on them right now. These ones are really good and have been working for me. So maybe in the future I'll invest. But for right now, I just have like super cheap ones. I have this mirror. This is literally just from the dollar store and it's really dirty even though I cleaned it the other day, but yeah, that's where I keep that. And then next to that is where I keep like my everyday makeup and the stuff that I reach for the most. So starting off with like my lip products, these are 2 by Bite. This one's in the shade, what is it? This is Blondie. I only just got it. So it's this really pretty like super warm brown. And then next to it, I have the shade, what is it? Oh, Cashew. This is one that Kaylin wears all the time. So it's kind of like a brownie mauve. Really pretty. I like it. I wanted to splurge on a lipstick, so I got those 2. And then I have a couple by Wet n Wild. I have one by Tanya Burr. And then I have a couple by Essence. I think Essence honestly does the best lip glosses, so I have a couple of those. And then I just have this clear one by Wet n Wild. And then moving over here, this is like my face product. So I don't usually put on a primer every single day. I don't know, I sometimes see a benefit in it, sometimes I don't, so yeah. But yeah, I have the new Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. This is in the lightest shade. I love this. Honestly, it's a really, really good foundation. It keeps my face super matte. And I get really oily, so yeah, I love this one. I also have the Too Faced Peach Mist. This is like their mattifying one, again from the same collection. I love this. This actually like makes my face feel so matte. I can kind of feel it tighten a little bit, so if you don't like that, you probably want to wear like a hydrating primer under it or just not buy it and buy something less matte. But I really like it because I get oily, so I like that feeling. But yeah, you definitely have to shake it because it leaves like little white dots on your face if you don't. But yeah, it totally brushes away. You just kind of have to fan your face and stuff in order for that like not to happen, and make sure you shake the bottle. And then I have a Joe Fresh loose powder. This one's awesome. And then I have one of the ColourPop No Filter concealers, and then I also have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. I think that's in the lightest shade. It's super, super good. It's kind of more water-based, so I find it doesn't like clump up as much on my face. Like it doesn't look really thick, so that's why I really like it. As for like my eyebrows, I use the Pretty Vulgar, what is it? Eyebrow pencil. I like this one. It's one of the more angled ones, but my all-time favorite one is the one by e.l.f. and I'm all out of it, so I need to go buy another one, but it's so cheap. It's literally like $2. But yeah, that one's my favorite. I'm just using this one until like I can get another one. And then one of my other favorite mascaras is the Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara. This one's awesome. And then finally, I just have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, what is it, bronzer. I love this one. This was one of my other very first purchases for like high-end makeup. So yeah, it's been loved. And then under that, I just keep my highlighters. So I have the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and then I have the ColourPop one. I love this one. This is in the shade, so it doesn't actually say what it's called, but I think it's called like Boy Next Door or something. Anyways, it's a super, super pretty shimmery gold highlight. And then next to that is where I keep like all my eyelashes. So I don't have any of my eyelashes. That one is like gross looking, but I just keep it there to remind myself to buy more lashes. I love the ones by Ardell. The Demi Wispies are my favorite. And then I just have some lash glue and some tweezers in there. And under this is where I keep some of my brushes that don't fit. These are like those fish ones. or like mermaid ones that were like super hyped up. I barely use them, but they're pretty, so I keep them here. And then I just have some lipsticks and some other brushes, and then some sharpeners that I don't really have a spot for. And then under that is where I keep my jewelry that I don't typically wear on an everyday basis. So I have like my chokers, my big hoop earrings, and like my fossil watch. All right, so that was this side of my vanity. I just have this mirror. This one's from IKEA as well. And then my decorations are just from Dollarama. This little Q-tip holder is from Dollarama as well. And then I have this really cute fish dish thing. I just keep my everyday jewelry in it. So I have like some things from Blossom, some pearls that I just think look really pretty. And then I have like a bunch of my rings and stuff. And then I have like a multicolored salt lamp. This one changes color. I think it's so pretty. I have like a normal salt lamp, but I keep it in my room. But I really like the colorful one in my vanity, or like on my vanity for my videos. So that one was from Showcase. And then I have this I think was from a garage sale or something. But I keep all of like my lippy sticks from ColourPop in there, and then some of my lip liners. And then these are all of my lipsticks. So a bunch of them are from ColourPop. I also have some by Gerard Cosmetics, Essence, Flower Beauty, Ofra, what else? Milani, and a little tiny Tarte one. But yeah, I love matte lipsticks. I've been getting more into glossy ones though, so I haven't been reaching for them as much, but like matte was my all-time favorite. I loved them. I just find they're a little bit too drying now, and I typically reach for like lip liner, and then I top it off with a gloss. But yeah, that's my lipsticks. Okay, so that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash that thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're not already. That way you never miss my face in your subscription box. And yeah, so thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next Saturday for a new video. Bye!